My name is Jimmy Gonzalez, and I am the Learning and Development Manager here at the MAC, which stands for Member Assist Center for Sears Home Improvement. We have about a 400 to 500 person call center here in Lake Mary, and I'm messing up my video because I don't know how to use this 100%. We have about a 400 person call center here in Lake Mary, where we handle all inbound and outbound calls from our wonderful prospects, homeowners who are looking to do some type of project, whether that is roofing, siding, windows, doors, cabinet refacing, a number of things that we do to help make moments matter for individuals and families who are looking, again, to beautify their home, get some renovations done, and just do some home improvements. Again, we have a large call center. With, again, some great individuals who are here to help us help folks out in the field, again, with their home improvement projects. God bless you. But we have some wonderful classes that have just started with us recently, and we're excited about that. But I'm going to get better at this because I need to.
My name is Ariel Williams. I decided to come to Sears because I've never really worked in a call center environment, and it's just something that my mom said that she think I'd be good at because I'm really good at talking to people.
What were your expectations prior to day one?
I tried to come in with no expectations, just so my hopes would be up or down. But I actually really liked it. I feel like the people are really nice. I really like my teacher, and so far it's been going pretty good. I actually really enjoyed day one. We started off with more like getting to know you type games. We got to find out some stuff about Sears. We took a tour around the call center, but overall I think I had a pretty fun time. I like the people in my class, and I really like my teacher. Honestly, she said that there would be about 2 weeks of us being in the classroom, and then we would start to get more comfortable on phones, which is my biggest fear because I've never done calls like that, but hopefully it's not too bad.
My name is Amanda Burke. So my grandfather actually ended up, he was a salesman. He worked at the one in the Altamont Mall when it was at the Altamont Mall, and he worked in appliances. And he actually recommended Sears Holding, like the actual call center, only because he retired from Sears. It's been a long time, but he thought that it would be a good job for me because he's heard a lot of good things about it. The interviewing process was pretty nice. It was kind of like, it was a group interview, which I thought was pretty interesting, and it's rare to find those, but I felt like that was something that was better for me, because it's like sometimes, you know, one-on-one interviews, you kind of just, you know, stutter or stop or whatever. This time I was able to work in a group and show how I actually am as a team. Day one was pretty cool. I got along with my instructor, teacher, whatever you call her, right away. And we played a few games. Of course, there was a boring part, actually learning this stuff. It was a little boring, but it wasn't, like my trainer actually kept it pretty interesting. She made sure everyone was awake and okay and following along. She likes everyone participating. It wasn't that boring because it was a little interesting to learn all the information and getting a glimpse of the software that's used and how, you know, calls are done, which seemed pretty nice. So it wasn't that boring. Trainers was really cool. Like I said, I actually met her before. She used to work at a retail store that I go to a lot, so she didn't recognize me, but I recognized her right away. That was pretty funny. Oh, and then I ended up getting locked out of HR because I was supposed to go to HR, and then I had to walk around the building. Other than that, the material, learning it seems like it would be a pretty easy, I wouldn't say like easy job, but easy to learn how to do the job.
Oh, we're ready. Yeah, back together.
All right. Boom. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Nope, that's it. You want a group picture?
Yeah, we can actually take a group picture.
He said yes for a group.
Not in here, but I'm gonna take the
here.
camera over there to the classroom. That'd be perfect, actually. I'm sorry. What was your name again, sir?
Art.
Arts.
ART.
ART. Art. Art is one of our new hires in our one-call resolution team, which is our inbound appointment setters.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about day one, Art?
It was great. Very positive. Very informative.
Okay.
Very encouraging.
I like that. Very encouraging.
Yeah.
We definitely have a lot of information, so we're going to teach you guys a lot.
Good.
We just finished taking some pictures of the class for their badges, and they said they wanted to do a group photo shoot, so that's what we're going to do. Because we keep walking and talking, because I can't hit stop yet.
Oh, okay.
It's a little chilly. After you, sir.
Thank you.
Meet Devon Watts, our fearless leader.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I don't know. What's your title? Director of Call Center Operations? There you go.
Yes.
That sounds good. I like it.
Yeah, that's my
And he often talks to himself as he stands and types.
I do. It's to make sure that it sounds decent and I'm not being crazy. Week one. Okay, cool, awesome. So how are you guys feeling so far?
Good.
There's a lot of information, right?
Yeah.
A lot of information. You guys have gone over products, right? You like starting to dive into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the call flow? You got into the call flow just yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So you guys got a whole nother week in front of you. It's exciting. Exciting. So what I want to share with you guys, what I typically talk to all of our new hire classes about is trying to give you guys the best advice possible so that you can make the most of this opportunity. Fair enough?
Sure. Cool. Thank you.
All right. Hey, no worries. I'm glad to do it. All right. So I can tell you guys that in my 12 years of working with this organization, right, I've seen people from all walks of life that all have different aspirations, right? You have people that want to grow with the organization, right, and see themselves advancing their career into leadership. So I don't know if any of you guys fall into that category. Any of you? You should raise your hand. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so we got a couple. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. I can tell you guys, when I started with the company, I was not one of those people that would raise their hands. My focus was a little bit different. I've also come across folks that they want to make the most money possible. They just want to try and run up their bonus check as much as possible, right? And so I don't know if any of you guys fall into that category where you're just trying to make as much money as possible on the phones. You can raise your hands. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, okay. I ain't mad at you. Yeah. I was that person. I have my hand up. I'm just trying to run up the bonus like as much as possible. And then I've come across people who their primary focus has been just like, I just want to master the role that I'm in right now. Like, I haven't figured out what the next steps are for me, but I know that I want to be good at what I do, right? And so I don't know if any of you guys fall into that category, right? Like, hey, I just want to be able to answer the phone, schedule an appointment, and not mess it up.
Until further notice.
Right, exactly, right? And then I can figure it out along the way. So there's nothing wrong with that either, right? And so what I will tell you guys is that regardless of what your aspirations are, whether it's trying to grow with the organization, whether it's trying to make as much money as possible, whether it's just mastering your role, the advice that I'm going to share with you will help you accomplish that and help you make the most of this opportunity so you can achieve exactly what you've defined success to be for you, okay? And the first thing that I typically share as advice is the importance of dependability. Right? Dependability, right? I don't know if you guys have had an opportunity yet to meet with Jimmy Gonzalez, who's our learning and development manager, right? So he probably shared with you guys about the best ability you can have is what? availability, right? Sound familiar?
I haven't
A little bit?
official intro with him yet. So
Oh,
now
okay.
you know. That's
All right, all right. All right. So, spoiler alert. He's gonna mention that, right?
You'll hear it again.
But I can't help but co-sign that because he's absolutely right. Like when I think back to you know, my career and the opportunities that I've been able to take advantage of, it's because I've demonstrated the ability to be dependable, right? You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are. You can be the best salesperson. You can be the most inspirational leader. You can be the best at troubleshooting. You can be the best trainer and teacher. If you're not available to demonstrate your skills and leverage your skills, then it's all for naught.
Okay. So you just had an opportunity to introduce yourself to one of our new hire classes. Is that something that you do quite often?
Yeah, I try to when it can fit into my schedule. They usually have me back to back in meetings, but I do try to prioritize meeting with every single new hire class that we have because I think it's just really important. One, it's really cool to kind of you know, get a feel for the folks that we're bringing into the organization and how they're currently doing in training and what are their thoughts so far about their experience, because we want to provide the best learning experience possible for everybody that comes through our doors. And also that's a perfect time to kind of share with them our vision and some advice on how to make the most of, you know, this opportunity. So yeah. Well, the first thing is I try to make sure that they understand the importance of being dependable and available and showing up on time. I think that's a no-brainer. All the great opportunities that people get to experience in their career and outside of work all comes from being available, you know, for the time, right? So I really try to stress the importance of that. And then I usually try to end it with just encouraging them to hold on to that unwavering self-belief that I think is just so essential as you go through life and you take on new challenges and you go through the growth process and the learning process, to hold on to that confidence that you know, one, you're capable of doing it, and that whatever you aspire to achieve, you have the means to do so. It's just about, you know, focusing on, you know, getting the right resources and putting in the right effort. So I try to leave them with at least those two messages. What I would say with this group that I just got finished talking with is, one, I was really taken aback about, you know, how much experience that we had in the room. People who have worked in call centers before and, you know, had experience, you know, in customer service and sales. That was really refreshing. You know, usually we don't have as many people that come from prior call center experience. Not that it's a requirement in order to be successful in this job, but I'm excited about, you know, seeing what they can bring to the table from their past experiences to help us continue to move our culture forward. And this group, and you know, specifically, I was really impressed with just how much they really talked about our culture and how that really stuck out to them. I think a lot of times when I meet with new hire classes, right, I get questions and feedback around the basics, right? Like, you know, am I going to be able to handle taking a call, and what is it really like, and maybe the occasional break room question and questions about food trucks. But this group, for them to, you know, provide feedback on the quality of training and to talk about our culture, to know that they're paying attention to those things is really encouraging, because that means we've identified people who value that, and usually people who value those things are also people who are going to make sure they can contribute positively to the culture and the environment. So I'm really excited about that too. Craziest question I've been asked by a group of new hires. So a couple of new hire classes ago, I would say that I got asked a question about are my eyebrows real? Like, do I you know, sculpt them or anything like that? And that was followed up with a question about what my sign is. And so it became very uncomfortable very quickly, right? So
the people might be wondering, so your sign is?
I'm a Leo. Anybody who interacts with me for like 5 minutes, you can tell that about myself. Definitely a big personality for sure. So Definitely Leo. And yes, my eyebrows are real. I do not sculpt them.
What kind of questions is it?
Boom. Well, my first question is, what's your name?
Brent Freeman.
Brent Freeman, what brought you to Sears?
I seen it online. I typed into Google call centers in my area. I figured, why not give it a shot? I mean, they've been around for a long time. Like, my grandparents even know Sears and shopped with Sears. Yeah, I remember seeing a couple years ago bust out a catalog that they had in Sears and Roebuck. So I mean, it's brand recognition. I've seen it's not going anywhere. So if I got a job with them, I'm not going to go anywhere either. It was good. It was nice. Seemed like they're really looking for qualified candidates to apply for the position. Overall enjoyable. Well, week one's been very informative. Got to learn a lot about the different products that Sears has to offer, Sears Home Improvement has to offer. Been a great time meeting with a lot of interesting, fun, unique individuals within the training class and individuals on the actual sales floor, different managers and team leads, a lot of great people that's been working for Sears for so long. Having a great time with Kayana. She's awesome. Really infectious attitude and personality, makes you smile all the time.
So the week actually went by pretty awesomely. I did say it was pretty boring in the beginning, and yes, there's still sometimes those like boring parts where we're just like looking at like PowerPoints and learning about products or whatever. But when Kay puts everything that we've learned into like this fun game or whatever, that's when, you know, like yesterday she had us do some presentations, and some people made it really funny. Like there was a rap, which was pretty nice. We've done a couple games, you know. When she puts like the games in, that's when, you know, that's when I start having fun. So it's not really boring all the time. It's just when like you're sitting down and it's just me, when you're sitting down learning about the products. But sometimes the products actually, lately, the products have been pretty fun to learn about. You know, they're kind of interesting to learn about. So I'm kind of engaged the whole entire time. So week one of training went by pretty quickly and pretty smoothly, I gotta say. I love my class, I love my trainers. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Okay, so since day one, we've continued to get to know the ins and outs of Sears. We've played some games. We came up with our own game show, me and my other two people in my group. And the other two people in our group, they actually made a rap. It was interesting, very interesting, to say the least. We've also had someone who has a little coughing fit. I don't know what's going on, but a little something going on. But overall, it's been a pretty good week. There's times where after 7 o'clock, I'm not gonna lie, my energy kind of goes down a little because it's after 7 o'clock. And we still kind of go into a lot of important things after 7, so I wish we would change some of that. Maybe do the important things before 7 or before break, and then after break get into the more games and things like that to keep us up. But other than that, I've had a great time. I love Kiana, she's great. Both Capricorns, so you know. We haven't got into Legos yet. We need to get into Legos. Other than that, class has been pretty fun. Everyone's still on good terms, no fights, anything like that, no arguments. So I think we're all doing pretty well. We also got to tour the call center, and we got to like listen into some calls. And to be honest, it looks relatively easy, but take that with a grain of salt because I also haven't done it yet. But from first glance, it actually looks pretty easy. That's all I got. My hair looks crazy. Oh yeah, my jacket. Everyone keeps complimenting me on my jacket. It's a Rolling Stones jacket from like 72, I want to say. Possibly. It's like 30 years before me, but you know. Hey.
My name is Cesar Sanchez. almost 7 years. June is going to be my 7th year. Well, heard great thing about this team, about the focus that is available for us and our members, and I definitely think that there's a great opportunity as well for growth. Biggest surprise that within the training room, the director came through and talked to the agents and us and shared good information, and even shared 2 books that changed his life. That's definitely big takeaway. Okay, so this is week 1 of training. Super excited, meet great leaders so far. The training, awesome job that Kiana is doing right now, keeping the people engaged. Participation of the group is super high. Super excited of being here. Have the opportunity already to listen phone calls. It's been awesome, and you definitely can feel the energy and of this team. Definitely, I'm glad to be part now of the MAC. I'm here. I'm looking forward to do bigger, better things for this organization. Super excited of being with Sears for about 7 years so far, and it's an honor and a great opportunity for me being here. So thank you for the opportunity, guys, and definitely looking forward to make great stuff or great things here. See you. So give me some extra time to talk to you. Just want to let you know this is my first time being in like professional studio, and I'm kind of nervous, but I feel like a superstar now. So keep an eye on it. Let's make it happen. Let's focus on performance.